What's up, fam? Long time no hear, long time no see. All blame rest on me. Hey, man, it's your boy, man. Merc, NFO Merc, the Code Breaker. Right back at it. Listen, right? Where do we start? Where do we start? Let's talk about a couple things I want to talk to y'all about. First one is the blackface. Mm, mm, mm. I like the fact that it's happening. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, you gotta like it, man. You gotta respect the fact. Anybody that can tell you who they are, it's perfect. Just to let everybody know. Like, same thing with Trump. Like, with Trump being who he is, me and my brother was talking about this one time. Shout out to Wood. The niggas say he happy that Trump in power. I'm saying, yeah, I can't stand Trump's face. He's like, yeah, they said with Trump in power, anybody that supports Trump, they let you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, same thing with the Gucci shit, man. Gucci letting us know who they are. They letting us know where they bread butter at. Like, you gotta understand, like, how far back this shit goes, how far back into white culture this shit is interwoven. Like, what makes the white man happy instantly makes you sad. Like, that's it. Like, if you had a white friend or got white friends or white co-workers or anything like that, it's always dumb that oversteps and then always tell you, oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry, how am I supposed to? And then, like, this shit is way deeper than some blackface, man. It's neighborhood streets. I forget which streets in, like, down south with, like, I forget the names of some of these streets down south. It's amazing. Like, like Lynch, Lynch Neck, Lynch Neck Drive, or like all these probably even got some more weird, worse black people deterring type of names of streets down there that people just it's not a big deal. That's down there. The Confederate flag is down there. Then you got to think about the white mind and the black mind that inhabited the same space, and now this poison culture that was beneficial to the white man, which trickled down to be somewhat later in time perceived to be beneficial to the black man, is now being up for debate. And then that we wise, and then the Confederate flag and blah 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 blah. And you can see the black people down south wouldn't really object to it as much as the black people up north, because it's two different historical values or historical things at play from this said symbol. So Gucci, like, why do we love Gucci? What's so special about Gucci? Why niggas is talking about boycotting it for 90 days and not forever? Why? What does it even matter? Like, fuck them. Like, this is how stupid of a person one must be for the person that you're giving, or let's say a sweater, a hoodie. Now the hoodie, regular plain hoodie, say what, $10. You put a name on it or a special material on it. That shit go up to 50, 60, 80, $100 for a hoodie. Now you go to take that same hoodie now with a name on it, a little bit of whatever on it. You go to Gucci, 3,500. So here it is. You're giving somebody $3,500 for a 10, 15, $50 hoodie. Right? Can't cost no more than $50 in production to make this hoodie unless it's a special material, right? Now they're gonna charge you 3,500 for this hoodie. And you can't resist the urge not to give them people 3,500 so they don't make fun of you. The Oscars. If you remember the Oscars, they was giving everybody the awards. Now here's my take on that. Why wasn't black people getting the awards? Because you're not respected. You are 3/5 of a human, I believe is the phrase, right? So if they don't respect you as a human, and all right, it's like in a circus. When I get the elephant to ride the bike, when I get the lion to jump through the flaming hoop and all that. People don't care about the elephant. People don't care about the lion. People care about the man, the trainer that did that to them. So all praises go to him. Same thing with you. So when they get the awards for NWA, they're saying, who corralled these monkeys to make them act in such a manner? You ever watch a black movie and hear some of the dialogue? I'm like, we don't talk like that. That's because those are some white people telling black people how to speak, and we as black people, as the people hearing it, like, oh, we don't talk like that. When I was growing up, they had a commercial. It always just stick out to me. I don't know why. I think I knew why. Because I never would talk to my mom like that. How this commercial was coming on. Commercial was like, talking to your son, or did you talk to your kids today? Some shit to that effect about it. I guess it was about drugs, or she found drugs or whatever. So it was a black mom, obviously. She wanted to talk to her son wasn't there. She left a note on a basketball, said we need to talk. Then later on you see the son picking the basketball up and you say, yo mom, what's up? And that commercial stuck out to me forever. Look, I'm saying to myself, I don't know nobody that talks to their mom like that. Yo mom, what's up? Then you gotta think about that commercial, like, these is white minds, this is what they think about us, like, that we so wild, so unkept. The only way to get our attention for the mom to get the attention of the son was to her put a little sticky note on a basketball and then when he get with the mom, like, yo mom, what's up? And like, we've been the butt of their jokes, man. They've been thinking of us as less than. Like, any movie, Planet of the Apes, The Bright, any fucking movie, man. X-Men, Star Wars, Incredible Hulk, any fucking movie, people will tell you that, oh, that's like black people. We can see it. We can see the black people thing. Then when you come outside and see actual black people, people act like they can't figure this shit out. Like, you know what I mean? So, blackface. You know what I mean? Another thing too, right? Creation. All right, all this ties in. Trust me when I tell you this, man. It's up to you to connect the dots, man. Some of this shit, I'm so excited to be back talking to y'all and all that. My thoughts might come out a little all over the place, but I'm gonna try to weave them all in. You'll see. You know what I mean? Weave them all in. You know what I mean? So, studying some stuff, and in the melting pot of creation, right? You create, and they was creating artificial intelligence from what they understand, and what they did was create two types of intelligence, artificially, of course, right? And one was the creative class, and one was the judging class. And when I heard that, I said, that's it right there. We, black people, melanated people, the original people, humans, we are the creating class. White people, the smaller demographic, they are the judging class. So everything kind of fits right into accordance with that. Then the so-called Jew, right? He gets to exist amongst the elite of the white. So the white race embodies Jews. Jews get to hide amongst white people. You see what I'm saying? So us being slaves, which I got a theory on that. This is my personal theory that I put together from thoughts and shit that I read, and it's coming from a sound space, and the fact that I'm putting out here is really to get clarity. So if I'm saying anything wrong or missing out pieces or whatever, people will comment, people would, somehow let me know that, hey man, you're full of it. You know what I mean? So, it just adds clarity to the picture at the end of the day, So So yeah, we the creative class. They're the judging class, and it just makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. I mean, police, judges, religions, like everything. Like, and once you really understand it, like way how this shit works, and how everything got to come through the same filter in which the person that created it is burdened by. You know what I mean? So he he is a deceiver. You know what I mean? He gathers information, right? And then he uses that information to benefit you. He finds out what it means to you. What does that mean? And then you tell him the definition, and he would change the definition and then say, "But you said that." Right? So this is why we can have a child born of a certain sex, of a certain gender, and then that child can now grow up and identify itself as a different gender, and then they will rather you respect that instead of whatever. And I don't like that, right? I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, "Oh, I don't want to be any color, I don't want to be any race, I just want to be." And I'm saying to myself, like, how, like, dead is that? Like, when you hear shit like that, that instantly told me. When I heard that, I heard sexual problems. I heard, like, meaning that, not problems, but sexual identity. I instantly knew that that person was bi-curious, if not, like, you know, bisexual, and so forth, right? Everything that you are makes you who you are, right? I'm a black, quote unquote, so-called black male, right? The fact that I'm black affects me in a certain way. The fact that I'm male affects me in a certain way. Now I have a male-driven, a male way of seeing things, a male way of doing things. Because I'm male, I'm attracted to female. Female should be attracted to me. We should come together. We should make a child. I think we should go from there and so forth, right? The minute I start to question who I am, my identity is up for grabs, my sexual identity is up for grabs, and then next thing you know, I could be having sex with any other thing other than the thing that helps out, right? Because every point of survival is now a mechanism in the war, right? Now, if I am not reproducing with people of like mind and of like features, then that means I am diluting, I am feeling my right, my duty, my plight to the war, to the fight. There's no person that could say they killed Malcolm, they killed Martin, they killed Trayvon, they're killing us, and for us to not see that we at war, to not see there's anything that you can do to contribute. The fact that I'm here, the fact that I'm talking, the fact that I got this much love for you, that I'm doing this. It's not, I mean, this is my way of showing love. It's my way of putting up fight. It's my way of putting up resistance. I don't know where it's going to go. You know what I mean? But I got a duty to do this to y'all, for y'all. So shout out to my 10 supporters, man. I talk to y'all on the phone every so often. Thanks for holding me down like a cooked meal, man. What's the next one, man? Oh, yeah. Prestige. One of my homeboys asked me, how we go about getting prestige? And I said, that's a good one, all right? And it took me a little while to answer that, right? That's how I knew it was a good question. Right? I'm surprised that I didn't even think about it prior to the thought, right? So, first, this is my whole first thing. First, I would like to say, before I even think my prestige, I like to look at it more like, first, I would advise any and everybody to learn self, know thyself, all right? And upon knowing yourself, right, you're gonna, after you learn it, you're gonna instantly understand others. You're gonna instantly understand females, kids, everybody, just from learning yourself, right? And then once you do that, you pair up with like minds. Then you pool together resources, come up with a 50-year plan, 100-year plan, 200-year plan. And when you go into that realm of thinking, you will instantly go into real estate. You will instantly go into reproduction. You will easily go into education. You will easily go into a purpose. And then from that. And then when you knock down these 100-year, 200-year goals, you should start to develop a good sense of pride and a good sense of arrogance and a good sense of class. And that way you can now become prestigious, right? I think there was a certain amount of people that's in our culture that's trying to shift us into the prestige, all right? People like Bill Cosby, all right? When you watch the Cosby Show, when you really just, I watch the Cosby Show every night on YouTube, little 3-4 minute clips of the Cosby Show. Some I remember, some I don't, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this dude was a genius. He really was a genius. Wow, amazing. Shout out to Bill, man. Free Bill. You hear me? Don't let Bill die by us being so ignorant and so ready to go with their culture and their narrative, and they set the tone that we don't go and support our own people. Alright? Damn that. Damn that. Damn the allegations. Damn that. Damn that. Because I challenge any one of y'all to know the truth, have a talent, find a way to convey the truth through your talent, run it all the way up, 500 million. Still keeping your integrity, still trying to keep the temperature of other people coming in who's unaware of the devils and the snakes in the grass. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How come they say that Bill Cosby got killed trying to buy a network, right? But they ain't kill Oprah for buying her network. They ain't kill Puff for buying her network, his network. So what that mean? They was allowed to do it? What they network pumping? What was the difference between Puff? What was the difference between Oprah? What was the difference between Bill? Then they say something when Michael Jordan was trying to buy something too and his pot got killed. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, the rumors, that the stigma that come with these folks. Any movie you pull up, man. Any movie you pull up, and they got these dynamics in there. It's always surrounded with death, mystery. It's like, when you control everything on the board, nothing is as it appears to seem. Because if your 5 senses determine your reality, and I could play with if I could play with one of your senses, I instantly alter your reality. That's the nature of illusion. That's the nature of movies. That's the nature of roller coasters. That's the nature of the haunted house. That's the nature of all that. It's just to mess with your senses and versus reality. So now if I'm really controlling things way outside of what you even think can be controlled, like your Google search, like when you doing that shit, like these things is outside of your ready to know. Somebody don't tell you, yo, they did that, yo. Somebody, they fucked with that. They go another little fact. When Prince was alive, you could not go on YouTube and look at Prince stuff. The day that Prince died, he had a YouTube page, all these millions of followers, all da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? I promise you, I went looking for Prince on YouTube, trying to watch some free Prince shit, man, and couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So this is what the whole Prince and Jay-Z argument is about, with like Hov and Hov on what's free. He bring up the Jay-Z. He bring up the Prince and the Michael thing, because Prince went independent. Michael stayed with the label. Jay-Z went independent. Kanye still looking for the label. You see what I'm saying? So don't Michael and Prince be me and Ye. They try to Michael and Prince you when you got Prince's DNA. You know what I mean? So Prince already was breaking the system by not even dealing with the people for you to get at Prince. You get at Prince directly through his internet, through his website. He left America and everything. You feel what I'm saying? So that's powerful. Damn. Oh yeah. So being prestigious, right? I think Bill Cosby will teach us how to be prestigious. We definitely is going to come to a point where um, you do something, become wealthy or rich or influential from doing it, and you give whatever you can leverage into revenue and more prestige to that said place. Right, so let's say it was a college, and you got alumni, and then the alumni went on to be, they're just using some names, somebody prominent in the society, and then that prominent person comes back to that college and gives money and scholarships, and keeps a certain standard going, keep the school competing with other schools, and that school develops a certain prestige. Bill Cosby was doing that. He was at Defender Relays. He was at Temple. He was sitting down with the youth. He was sitting down with the youth from as far back as we could remember. He was somebody that they didn't want nobody to emulate, man. They did not want us to take on Bill Cosby's business sense of pride, sense of anything. That's how they do. They defile the person, man. We have to see through the fog. All right? Do not let them trick us. Do not let them trick us. Bill Cosby is someone that should be emulated. Not all the way. No man should be emulated all the way. But the parts that you do know Bill for, we know Bill from TV. We knew Bill from this. We also study Bill's business moves. You could go on YouTube right now and type in a world of good that Bill contributed to the culture, the real culture, not this dead culture, the negative culture, the real culture, the positive culture, the uplifting culture. I mean, we're men, we're proud to be men, proud to be married, proud to be raising a family. So there's all types of ways we could get to prestige, but prestige would definitely breed pride. Down to the point where your kids will become snobbish, not like renegade, thug, loud, and disrespected. When you see some of these kids out here running around, man, just loud and unkept and just disrespectful, and then you see the news of police slam one, slap one, shot one. I'm not saying that the cop is validated for doing that in no shape, form, or fashion. I think the cop should be punished with guaranteed jail time. I think every police infraction should come with guaranteed jail time. Yeah, I think that if someone harms a police and you want to give them a stiff punishment, I think that if the police steps out of character, off and on duty, after retirement, anything, the fact that you was in police, military, in fact you want to be one of them, you have to walk with a fine. You should move in accordance. And if you mess up, you do anything wrong, especially shit with bodily harm and lying and all that, go to jail, gang time, big time, nothing to play with. Yep. So, damn, I do feel like I was all over the place. All right. So yeah, arrogance with the prestige, the blackface touched on that. I'm glad it's happening. I don't know what you think we should do. You think that us making up such a certain small number in America, because this is really an American problem. This ain't no big deal for real. You know what I mean? If you do, you're just showing people who you are, and if you don't, you're just showing people who you are. Hopefully, tomorrow, the day after, you can change. Hopefully, you have enough self-pride not to associate yourself with the label Gucci and what we think Gucci means when we see somebody in these labels and think that, oh wow, that person must be rich, or that person is this. I understand why we as people are so caught up in this status game. Like, we really got to snap out of that and become human again, man. And don't let stuff that can be bought fool you. Like, it should actually show you that this guy ran out of bright ideas. You know what I mean? If power really comes from buying land, we shouldn't be showing power and buying butter. It's guns or butter. So we need to have a culture that's set up that rewards that the women saying that they like men that's thinking like that. We need men that's saying that we like women that's thinking like that. We need to be rapping about that type of stuff, and nothing like none of this weird self lower level catering to a lower level child frequency type things that we catering to. You know what I mean? We all guilty of it at some point in fashion, man. I mean, we all got stuff we gotta work with, man. They don't got no respect for us because we ain't got no committee. We don't got nothing to, we don't got no backlash. And that's why we trying to boycott. And boycott is like the first step. I mean, if it really was real. And look at this. When you Google the owner of Gucci, right? It comes up to a luxury firm called like I think it's Kering, like Kerring or something like that. It's like a luxury group, and they own like 5 or 6 other luxury names. You see with Ryan, McQueen, Balenciaga, like some names, like you know what I'm saying. So what you gonna do? This shit deep. These people know what's going on, man. They not listen, man. When you got this type of money, right? You got this type of influence. You can control how loud. It's called damage control. You can do damage control on it. The fact that it's out like this and it's such a big thing like this, they wanted it to be like this. When Trump said shithole countries, when Trump said this, when anything that he said off the record that came out on record, he allowed it to be. It was designed to be that way. It's this. You gotta listen to the language. Even stuff that is when they making a speech and they make a mistake and say something, and then they tell you that, oh, I made a mistake, or you hear them shush the other one right after. The one that was everything that's said, man, was there for a reason. It was said. It's on record. It's on record. Right? That's how they operate. They talking to those who can hear, man. And that's why people that put it together say it right what they say. You pull the clip up and you watch it, you be like, yeah, he did say it, and this ain't nobody playing. Then they got people rewinding and playing these stuff backwards, and you hearing other little messages backwards and all that. Like, so this stuff is deeper than you think, man. I'm just saying. Right when you get into mystery is right where it turns into science. So everything that you think is a game or is chancing or it's just they gotta work down to a science, man. Gotta work down to a science. And the Russians helped America. I don't think that's a mystery or whatever. It's a science. You got the algorithm on the computer and all that. You got it worked out, man. It's already worked out. It's already written down, so to speak. Man. I hope y'all found this informative, man. I'm gonna do more of these and promise to get back at this more frequent. I appreciate all those people rocking with me right now. Y'all my day ones. I really, really appreciate it, man. We gonna run it all the way up. 2019 is definitely our year. Whoever year, your year, not my year, year. So you know, I'm signing off. Get back, like, comment, subscribe, share. I mean, I'm gonna put more out there, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Once again, man, this is love. This is all part of the fight in some form, shape, or fashion. I'm gonna continue to do more. I will dedicate my mind, body, and soul, my every waking moment to the cause. I mean, I'm only getting better as time goes along. I appreciate everybody who's supporting and all that, man. That's real, man. Your boy Merc signing out. One.